Today, we're going to set up a small but functional workspace for less than $500 to take you from this to this. But we'll spend the first minute going over a few options for smaller budgets and smaller spaces, including this one. I'm Torpal, your nerdy neighbor, and my goal is to help everyday people make better digital decisions for your wallet and mind. So let's start with the speed around the rolling and rising side table/desk. It's a great solution for a small space. It's not much to look at, but it's not ugly either, and it gets the job done. I can relate to that. If you really don't have the space for a desk, maybe consider upgrading your coffee table. We get a lot of use out of ours for snacking or digital errands, what I like to call life admin. I'll link this one and some smaller alternatives under $150 in the description below. And the last quick solution is this foldable desk that tucks away when not in use. It works great as a temporary workspace, or you can make it its own little productivity zone. This entire setup costs less than $250. Let's set up the standing desk in my YouTube studio, or the fancy way of saying the overcrowded guest room. But first, a quick disclaimer. This video is based on my own experience and honest opinions, so I personally requested referral links to everything I talk about in this video for the description below. I use this desk for hours and hours at a time editing videos, so I wanted a standing desk so I'm not stuck sitting the whole time. And I also needed it to look nice as a background in some of my videos. Believe it or not, I actually have 3 standing desks. I bought one for work and I have one in my living room, and I got this one specifically for the studio. So with a budget of $100 to $150, these are very budget friendly and they make it so easy to adjust your workspace in seconds. You just tap the button and up they go. I'm about 6 feet tall or 182 centimeters, and these desks have a couple inches to go before reaching maximum height when I use them. So I built a bunch of different lists on Amazon for the home office setups I'm talking about here, and the standing desks I'm including are different brands and sizes, so go with whichever one's the right size and price for your space. Alright, so now that we have a desk, we're going to need a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. And if there's any differences between what I'm using in this video and what I actually recommend, it's because prices or availability changed, or I found a better value. The monitor I'm recommending is a bigger version of the one I use at work, but it has a higher refresh rate than the one I use at home. It's high definition, anti-glare, and has a 120 Hz refresh rate. This is a great all-purpose monitor for a great price. And trust me, I've probably looked at a couple hundred options, and this one is the best value in my opinion. For a mouse and keyboard, I'm going with the full-size keyboard. These ones are rechargeable. Wait, are they? Oh, bro. Yeah, okay. I actually purchased this one just for this video because I love you guys. So, like this video if you love... Never mind. I can't. It doesn't work. The keyboard is very high quality and it has a backlight, which is pretty rare at this price point. I originally got the smaller one because it has both Windows and Mac keys, and I was not about to spend $200 on a Magic Keyboard just to use with my MacBook. I think these ones feel and look a lot like Apple's Magic Keyboards, but like a quarter of the price, and this one comes with a mouse. So for productivity and an overall affordable setup, probably of everything in this video, I recommend the keyboard and mouse combo the most. I really hate sounding like a salesman, but I'm tooting the horn of my favorite. Is that how you say it? My gosh, I should not be on YouTube. Going back to the monitor, it does come with an HDMI cable, but if you don't have an HDMI on your computer, I recommend getting a dongle like this one. Mine was a little more expensive because I needed these card readers, but for 95% of people out there, the one I'm linking in the description will do. It has an HDMI port, it adds 2 USB-A and 1 USB-C port, and you can use those to add storage or connect wired accessories and even charge your laptop. And the last thing you should absolutely include is a wired speaker. Unfortunately, the most affordable monitors out there typically have no speakers at all or terrible speakers. Really cheap Bluetooth often causes a delay in the audio, especially when you're buying something a little bit cheaper. And honestly, for the price, it sounds really, really good. Night and day between the monitor and this little speaker. And with all of that, we're just over 300 bucks. Editor Torpal here. I'd love to see your home office setup, so feel free to send me a picture or tag me on Instagram. And let me know in the comments what your favorite or least favorite item in this video is. My username is @TorpalTech or TorpalTech. I don't know if I'm supposed to say @ but it's a little symbol, TorpalTech. Okay, what do we do with the last of our budget? A chair or personalize? I mean, if the space doesn't speak to me, I'm not going to want to work there. And at the standing desk, so we can save the chair for last and do the fun part first. This wooden desk organizer, a desk mat, and this timer to keep me focused. All this less than 60 bucks. If you have a little more space or storage requirements, Walmart has super affordable cube shelves. You can even put one of these on its side for some under-desk storage without taking up more space. Or you could do something like this flexible lamp that works as a desk light or for more flattering video calls. Because, angles and lighting. If you care about that, you might like this laptop riser. This also brings the laptop to eye level, so a 2-display setup becomes a lot more comfortable. These can be expensive, so I'm linking one that includes a built-in version of the USB dongle I recommended earlier. That'll combine 2 expenses into one price. When I was looking for a laptop skin for one of my Windows computers, I couldn't find one anywhere, and then I came across m2skins.com. They have a bunch of different colors and textures for all sorts of laptops, including MacBooks. I know most people tend to search on Amazon, so I thought I would give them a little bit of a shout out here, and then you can put stickers on your laptop without worrying about ruining it. So, like a win-win. I'll put a link to their website in the description too. So with the budget we have left, let's talk about chairs. You might be able to save some money by stopping by your local thrift store or discount store, or use a dining chair as a temporary option while you save up for the one you want. I've been very happy with the few different ones I've purchased from Amazon in the past, but I wanted something a little more flashy for my YouTube videos, so the one I use now was a crazy good price. It comes in a few colors and feels pretty firm, but I find it very comfortable. Even though I'm a little too tall for the footrest, average king, and for context, I weigh about 180 pounds. Hey Google, how many kilograms is 180 pounds?
180 pounds is equivalent to 81.647 kilograms.
About 82 kilograms.
Now, so Google can improve, it would help to know how satisfied you are with converting units.
I also recommend the ProtoArc ergonomic office chair. It has a higher recommended weight limit than this chair, which last I checked was up to 175 pounds recommended, but I'm already pushing it at 180. I think this one looks a little bit more fun, but the ProtoArc looks a little bit more classic, and it supports up to 280 pounds. Unfortunately, chairs become a little bit more expensive if you need a higher weight limit, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do some research on the best options for something like that, and I'll be happy to dig into it. Alright, now that we've spent our entire budget, let's just pull a few things from around the house to make the space feel more personal. And here we have it, a $500 home office that takes up just a few square feet. Alright, how did I do? Did I overspend? Should I spend more next time? $500 doesn't get us as far as it used to, so I'd love to see your affordable home office setup whether or not you use anything from this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos focused on helping everyday people better understand the technology we spend our time and money on. I'm Torpal, your nerdy neighbor. Thanks for visiting and have a beautiful day.